All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hopefully, you guys can hear me clearly. Because I know I've noticed that when I was listening to a bunch of YouTubers, their volume, their voices were very, very low, and I'm thinking, is it a YouTube problem or is it just their microphones or whatever the case? So I want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Okay, so. It is this is Eyes Open Media. It is September 15th, 2017. We are in the mid September. We told you guys that you're gonna see a nice big dip in the Bitcoin by the mid September, and then it will start to recover itself as it finishes the last part of its shark tooth. Also, I told you guys DigiByte would also see a massive dip as well by mid-September and then run into October 2nd. So that's exactly what's happening now. Let's see if the other second half of that comes to fruition as well. Okay, so we're keeping you guys updated for what's going on with the Kurdistan referendums and the voting that's coming up in 10 days. And on the main channel, you guys saw the video I did on the main channel, Currency 365, and I took you through the Ruhad or Ruda English Twitter, and we're going to continue that because historical moment has happened here as the Kurdistan Parliament has finally had a meeting, okay, or a parliament session for the first time in over about 2.5 years. Okay, so let's see what happened here. So it says Kurdish region parliament convenes for the first time in 2 years with the national anthem. Okay, so as you can see, there was media everywhere because you haven't had a freaking meeting or a parliament. You haven't had a government parliament for 2 years, over 2 years. Okay. Um, and so the deputy speaker says that Jafar says that calls the session extraordinary. Okay. So it was the referendum voting that brought the Kurdistan parliament back together. This is why we needed that. So anybody saying, this is a big joke and stuff like that, right? But we needed. Look, you're not going to go international with the Kurdistan parliament not even meeting, okay, for over 2 years. Iraq cannot go international, fully international without the Kurdistan meeting. So the referendums help the Kurdistan region to return to parliament. That is huge. And anyone trying to take credit from that or away from that, it doesn't, it's not looking at this, okay? Because without the Kurdistan region going back to parliament and actually having normal meetings, there's no way Iraq could have went international, okay, with a new rate. Because you can't do that when you have a region that's not even functional. Okay. So yeah. So good that they're back to normal, and good that they had their meeting. And I hope that they'll start having regular meetings and start functioning as a regular parliament in the Kurdish region. Okay, it says PUK MP Talabani has been elected secretary of the parliament because the secretary from Komal did not attend the session. Okay. So 73 MPs were present at the Kurdistan parliament session. Okay. And it says here that the deputy speaker says that language of the Iraqi parliament this week voting against the referendums only helps extremist groups. Okay. Um, let's see. Ibniki opens the floor for each faction to share their views on the referendums, understanding there is political consensus on the vote. And then it says Talabani just elected. Okay, we already know that. And then it says here, continue to follow them for the referendums and sessions. Okay, so Ahmad has here head of the KDP, can't speak today, faction. The referendum is a message of peace for the people of Kurdistan. It says founding a state is not a threat. Lack of it is. Okay. And then this one says PUK's Del Says he supports the content of the proposed draft law that calls for holding the independent vote on the 25th. Yeah. So they are going, I told you guys on the main channel, they are going to vote yes for the referendums on the 25th. They have enough people already saying that they're going to be voting. Their groups are going to be voting yes. So they have enough people to vote yes for the 25th. So someone go tell the gurus that are saying that it's not that the vote's not going to happen on 25th. Go tell them that today you're going to witness that they're going to be voting yes for the referendums to go on forward. Okay, and so that means that Barzani is not going to really have to be the only guy defending the referendums any longer, because the Kurdish Parliament is going to today vote yes for the referendum on the 25th. So Barzani's going to be like, it's not just me any longer, it's Parliament. Because remember, everybody was coming at Barzani saying, it's only you and your family. And then Barzani's like, well, we're going to get Parliament together and they're going to vote to see if they want to go on the 25th. And I guarantee you that they're going to say yes, that they want to go and vote on the 25th for independence. So it's not just going to be me. You're going to find out very soon that is our parliament that's also behind this. Okay, so and that's what Barzani was saying. It's not just his family. It's a lot of other people and a lot of other groups that are behind this. And we're going to find out today when they vote yes to hold the referendum. Okay, so let's keep it moving. It says parliamentary finance. Iraq's economy is collapsing and future generations will be flooded with debt. Okay, and it says, and this is because they're talking about the borrowing. Okay, all the borrowing that they're doing, the external borrowing that the Iraqi government is doing to fulfill the budget and stuff like that, and not taking up new strategies and things like that to get other sectors going and booming. It's the same old story over and over again. If they continue the path that they're on, there is no future in Iraq. I think Abadi knows that. Hakeem knows that. Alak knows that. Maliki knows. Every single person in Iraqi government and central bank knows that if they continue the way they're at, there is no future. Okay, but if they change their mechanisms and they change the way they're doing things, and they they launch the private sectors, and they revalue and they go right into an international world, then there's reason to celebrate. Okay, and this is from Iraq. Iraq is showing that they are holding a session for the parliament for Kurdistan is holding a session. So maybe some type of Iraqi reporters up there from Baghdad shooting down, taking pictures. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else here. It says Turkey releases a French journalist arrested near the Iraqi border. Barzani of Baghdad's decision will not reach us, and no alternative to the referendums yet. There was a terrorist attack in Karbala. Abadi takes orders and calls for the prosecution of Dai. Okay. So let's keep moving. Let's go to the got a couple more things here. So let me go here. If you guys want the faucets, here they are right here. I still click on all my faucets every day and get my free coins, my free Bitcoins and stuff like that, and Litecoins and Dogecoins. Okay, so here's the video I did earlier today. Kurdish Parliament will meet and vote yes for a September 25th vote. Okay. And let's see here. Let me see where I posted. These are all the videos for the day. Let's see here. Okay, Richard says maybe Barzani should run for Prime Minister of Iraq. Then the stuff would get done, and they wouldn't need to go independent. Yeah, true. Eric says, "LOL, we know how this ends." How does this end? Says Taz. In my opinion, Barzani has to save face. A deal has been made already, but as citizens, he's got to save face with that. Why the articles appear bipolar. Two things going on. Just my opinion. We shall see. Okay. And says John says, I can't see Abadi addressing the United Nations and not on the international stage. That would be embarrassing. Liberation pom-pom speech won't cut it. Yeah. Yeah, won't cut it. So I guess we're gonna have to find out and see what happens here, because it's gonna be interesting to see a body at the United Nations Assembly with Food Masoon, and I'm not sure if Jabari's going or not, but with the referendums on the 25th looming, and the Kurdistan region getting more and more celebrated, for this independence move, and then Israel backing it. Um, yeah, this is gonna be something that it's gonna be very, very interesting. That's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be interesting times coming for us guys, because we don't know. And I've asked people to pray about it, and I haven't got anything yet. So I don't know which way it's gonna go, guys and girls. So if you're a prayer warrior out there and you can pray about it and ask God to show you what could be the outcome of the referendums and all this stuff taking place within the next 10 days, let me know. Message me, okay, or comment below on our videos and let us know what God is showing you about this referendum, this vote, and what Iraq and the rest of the world is going to, how they're going to counter it, or how they're going to deal with it before it happens or after it happens. Let us know if God is showing you something, okay? Don't be shy, because we need to know these answers. We would love to have it, because a lot of people are going crazy right now because of this referendum, okay? And it could destroy our investment. That's what they're saying. A lot of people are saying that it could destroy our investment. Our investment could be over if they go independent, okay? I showed you guys a new currency, but that they were sampling. And they have all these other things that they're gonna have to do. Now remember, just because they vote yes on the 25th does not mean they're gonna go independent right away. I think that's one of the things that the gurus are missing out on, is that they think that as soon as they vote yes, that they're gonna be independent right away. No, they're not. They're going to have to get everything that an independent country has. They're gonna have to have laws and all types of rules and regulations and currency, all types of stuff before they go independent. Okay, and that could take a year to 3 years before they actually go independent. Okay, so they can always, Iraq. We don't know if they're even gonna go independent or not, right? So they could vote no. Okay, a lot could drop those three zeros the day before the 25th. And bring those lower notes out, make a statement, activate Article 140, activate the oil and gas law, and then on 25th, Kurds go in there and they vote no. You never know what's gonna happen, so we don't know. Everything is up in the air right now. Greg has here that the Association of Private Banks and the International Monetary Fund are discussing challenges facing the Iraqi's economy. Okay, we did talk about that on the other video, on the main channel video. Central banks auctions. Okay, still doing auctions. Of course, most of it's not cash. Matter of fact, let me click on this to see how much it was cash, because it used to be almost all cash. Remember that? Okay, it didn't take me to the auctions here. What is this? What happened to the auctions? Okay, so it didn't take me to the auctions. Let's see. Let me go up here. Okay, so let's see how much, and this is for today, correct? Yeah. So that's for no, today's Friday, right? The auctions were for yesterday. Okay, so this was from yesterday, Thursday. Wait a minute, what day is today? Today's Friday, right? Yeah. So yesterday was Thursday. These are the auctions. Let's look at the cash though, because that's the big one. That's the big important one. Is it cash or is it electronic? It says 43 banks, 10 remittance, dollar sale in the period. Okay. It says increase compared to the dollar sale period. Okay. Analysts saw the amount dollar saw 2016 floating. Okay. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything. Okay, so it doesn't even tell us how much cash was in cash and how much was in the electronic system. So maybe all of it was electronic. Looks like they don't use cash any longer. Daniel says, Turkey, mind your own business. Here we go. Urgent, Turkey. We will not hesitate to use force against the Kurdistan referendum. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? I said, look, within 5 to 10 days before the referendum, you are going to hear countries and the international coalition talk about using force against the Kurdish people to not allow them to go independent. So here we go. Here we go. Okay. Whatever. Bitcoin Ponzi scheme unraveling. Bitcoin. Okay. Cult is. It says that this is a panic. Okay, so Bitcoin people are panicking, right? As China to outlaw Bitcoin exchanges, price plummets 25%. It did make a nice rebound today, though. And I think, and what's the, a lot of people are saying, they're scared about Bitcoin and stuff in China dropping exchanges, but it's a good thing. China has been bipolar in this crypto stuff. They're in, they're out, they're in, they're out, and they always do it when the price is at all-time highs. And so we want China out of the crypto. We want China completely out of cryptos. Just go, because they have been fluctuating the price of Bitcoin. Every time Bitcoin hits a new high, China comes out with some regulations, and so to make the price go down. Okay, so we want China out of it. So I'm glad that if China's shutting down exchanges, that is the bull signal. That is a buy signal for the world, because the world is sick of China's bipolarism when it comes to cryptocurrencies anyways. Okay, so that's good. It's good. Like Charlie Lee said, that's good if China's out. Okay. Make ICO stricter so people can't scam, and just stay out of the way, China. That's it. And we hope that they do that and not come back and say, psych, we're back, because you guys all hate us, so we're just gonna continue to make your lives miserable. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's at 35.28. I saw it at 2,900 a few hours ago. It's back. It's jumped up 600 points. I think it jumped up 700 points, and now it's coming back down a little bit here. Ethereum at 240. Ripple's at 17. Bitcoin Cash under 400. Litecoin under $50. Litecoin, I saw Litecoin at 39, and then others saw it at $33. Imagine putting 10 grand into Litecoin at $33. Okay, yeah, that was a great opportunity right there you had earlier today to do that. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna tell you what, if Litecoin hits $40, I'm gonna load Litecoin if it hits $40. I'm gonna load that crap. Okay, so I'm in Litecoin, but I'm gonna load more if it hits $40. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna watch it here. On this dip. Oh, Miso Go at 964, up 13%. Looks like it's about to overtake Ethereum Classic here. Ethereum Classic's at $10. Wow, that's a bargain. Might want to grab some there. Neo at 17, up. Some of these coins are now in green, which is good. They're oversold. Many of them are oversold now. Steam's up 11% there. BitShares down 14. Didn't they hard fork today, BitShares? I think. We have Decree up 22%. That's the one Charlie Lee was talking about. That could save the world. Vertasium at 74. And Populous here at under $3. Digibyte at 12 at 0.012. Okay, and it had its dip. Let's see it. Digibyte runs until October 2nd now. Gain credits up a little bit. Blocknet up 18%. Status still down again. Jesus. Status is just. I'm glad I got out at 5 cents. I was like, I ain't getting back in. Cloak Coin over $10. Congratulations to everybody that was holding Cloak Coin from the email blast. Awesome. Let's see here. Mobile Go down 2%. Let's see here. OK Cash is at 52 cents. Is it time to get some OK Cash? Maybe. Faircoin up 15%. ADEX at 56 cents. Redcoin is up 6.83%. Okay, so that's it. Talk to you guys later. Like the video, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy Sabbath, Shalom, and everything else. And be safe. And I am watching Hurricane Jose. It looks like it's gonna make its way up to the East Coast of America, and anywhere between North Carolina to Boston, Massachusetts. It looks like it's going to be in that region. So I am watching it closely. For those people that are in that region, in that area, we'll be watching it. We'll see if it turns into a hurricane. It is. I think it's a category. No, I think it's a tropical storm right now. I think its winds are like at 70 miles an hour. And then I think by the time it hits land or around that area, it'll probably be a category 1 or a category 2. So something to look at, something to be mindful about, especially if it comes in a lot closer than they're anticipating in that North Carolina, New York, Virginia, DC, Maryland area and Boston area. So we could see some flooding and some big, some heavy winds and stuff like that in that area. So I'll be watching Hurricane Jose. The Lord said there's one more big one coming, and he said it was going to be like a Rita. Okay, that's what he said. Or he said it's going to be like a Rita. So he says there's one big one coming. So out of the next 5 that are going to be named, there's one massive one like a Rita coming. So we need to pray about that. And he says it's coming. So it's not Jose, of course, but it's going to be within those next 4 or 5 hurricanes, because the Lord said there was 9 of them that were going to be named. So we've had a bunch of names already. So I think we have about 4 or 5 to go. So he says out of those last grouping, there's going to be a Rita, a one like Rita. Okay, it's not going to be named Rita because Rita was retired, but it's going to be a one like Rita, and we need to pray about it. Okay, so I'm letting you guys know here now. And so, when Jose is done, we will look for that next one that's going to look like Rita and act like a Rita. And so if it does go like Rita, that means it's going to be in the Florida, Texas, Louisiana area. It's going to be down there, because if it's going to be like a Rita, that's where it hit, right? So it hit that area, right? It hit that south area. So that Gulf of Mexico south area. So we're going to have to pray for those people, because they already been through Irma and Harvey. So they don't need anything else. So we'll pray about it. As soon as we see it, and as soon as it's tracking like a Rita, we'll definitely start praying. The prayer warriors will get out, and we will start praying for the people out there. And hopefully everybody will evacuate by that time. Anyways, okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Enjoy everything, and watch the bounces here for Bitcoin, and maybe you guys can make some big money on these high bounces up and down. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Any breaking news will be on the main channel, Currency 365. If I see any breaking news tonight about the referendum or about a lock ready to launch the international raid or anything like that, I'll let you guys know. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open.